Okay.
All right. So, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Clean Car Audio Zone. Got my co-host here with me, Mona Parker. Got our special guest tonight, Mr. Damien Turnage, aka
Look,
Doormaster.
Hey, Damien.
what's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
Not a problem. We're glad you're here.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So basically, Damien, just to give you a little rundown on what we do on the podcast. It's basically just to get the car audio community back together. Started to fall apart a little bit, and how I feel like it did. But get everybody back together, help promote some small businesses, big businesses, whatever that's in the audio world. I know you build doors, and then we got Jay, who unfortunately wasn't unable to make it tonight, but he's a PRV dealer and a tuner. But yeah, if you guys want to, I mean, we're just gonna if you want to chill here for a few minutes, wait for a few people to pop in, and then we can get really going, and you can introduce yourself, where you're from, what you do.
Okay.
We'll jump into some questions.
Okay. Well, my name's Damien. For the guys who don't know, I build custom doors, subwoofer enclosures, center consoles. I damn near do anything with fiberglass. And my buddy Jay, who, like I said, couldn't make it today, he does all the tuning and installs. Right now I'm located in Thomasville area, Thomasville, Greensboro area, North Carolina.
Okay.
But I also do ship and travel.
Okay. So, Damien, how long have you been in the car audio game?
Man, I've always had a knack for car audio, but I actually started doing it around 2012. That's when I started getting into it, and I didn't get heavy into it and start offering it as a service until about 2014, 2015.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah, almost 7 years.
Nice.
What was your first build?
Man, you know what's so crazy? I was thinking about this earlier, and I was trying to figure out what my first build was. My very first build ever was on my Infiniti i35. I did the back doors on that, but the first one I ever did for a customer was for my buddy Chris Simon. I did his Chrysler 300 back in the day. That was the first setup I ever did.
Okay. So when you got into car audio, which side of the world, car audio world, were you in? Were you SPL, sound quality?
I've always been a bass head at heart. So, yeah, I've always been a bass head. Before I even knew anything about doors, I always had subs, even as a teenager. So that's why I started SPL.
That's where we are. Well, most of us started. Well, that's where I started. That's where Mona started. But you know, for the folks who don't know, I've known Damien for a long time, since back when you had the Infiniti.
Still got it.
Still got it.
It might be a return coming for that soon.
I remember when I first met Damien, I met him through Jerome, the guy who was supposed to come in tonight. I was at work at AutoZone. He was like, "Hey," he was like, "Your Monte Carlo sound good, but my boy got something for you." My boy, I was like, "Nah, whatever." We met up at the City Trends parking lot, and I was like, "Damn, this little Infiniti knocks."
Oh yeah. Now you had me with that single 15, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought your trunk was about to come off.
A lot of people still talk about that car to this day. They slept on that single. It was a SoundCube HDC 315 on an audio pipe 2K.
Pressure.
It had to have been that box. I don't know what it was.
It was a box, and it was such a small car. It got off real easy.
Man, when I first put that car on the meter, I remember I had 2 of those Deca Dominator AGM batteries in that audio pipe. And I pulled into lanes. Everybody laughed. Man, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do it. All right. I think I popped a 146.4 on him. The single 15. Everybody's like, hold on. He got shit hidden somewhere. Something ain't right. Clamp his amp. It's a cheater amp. Blah blah. Whatever. It did what it needed it to do. But yeah, then I got rid of that car. I got the what did I have? Honda.
Yeah, was it red? No, I thought, was it the red 300? What was the one you got right after that?
I had a burgundy 300 after the Hyundai. I got rid of the Hyundai and had the burgundy 300.
It was the Honda. Yeah, it was the Honda.
But yeah, so I guess you want to give us a quick little rundown. How many people we got on so far?
Well, 10.
10? All right, cool. So we got a decent little crowd already. You want to give us a rundown on what Damien Cartoons is and how it came to be and what you offer?
Yeah. Damien's Cartoons is basically custom fiberglass is what I specialize in. Custom door panels, rear decks, center consoles, iPad dashes, almost anything deal with fiberglass, I do. I also do installs, custom subwoofer enclosures. My buddy Jay does the tuning. He's one of the best out there. But it all originated from just a love of audio. And when I first started doing this, I couldn't afford everything that I wanted. So I probably watched YouTube for about 3 months straight. And I taught myself how to fiberglass.
That's the go-to spot, ain't it?
Yeah, YouTube University.
Yeah.
So I did that, got my master's in that. And it's been uphill since there.
For those of y'all who are watching from the Virginia Street Battle area that's always asking me who did my front doors, that guy right there. That's who built my front doors. Been running them doors for what, 3 years now?
It's been about 3 years.
Yeah, it's time for a remix.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to freshen them things up.
Way overdue.
I learned a lot since from a few years ago, just in the materials and different. Every time I do a set of panels, I always learn something different. So my work has gotten way better from 3 years ago to now. It's gotten way better from 6 months ago to now. So every time I do something, I put my hands on the car, I always get better and I improve.
There you go. You grow.
Yeah,
more.
I think and other than Chris, me and Dennis were probably one of the other few sets that you built, right?
Man, Chris was the first, and then Mike Ingram. I did his Impala, and then Jay. But yeah, I think I did y'all's almost 3 years ago. And they held up since then.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about like I said, I know for me it's about time for a remake. I want to add, so gotta add and get loud. Gotta keep up with the rest of these folks out here that's been coming from my head.
Yeah, man. I see you have some upgrades to the back doors. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, they're decent. I like them. Just right now, I'm trying to get power on everything. I've got the power. I need more power, and got to get it tuned because right now she sounds like I'm running a bunch of horns in the door.
Well, what are you still running the death bombs, or are you changed it up a little bit?
I'm still running. Damn, I'm about to leak all my information to the street battles of Virginia.
Hey, look, my bad.
No, you good.
Edit it out.
I am still running all death bounce. I won't say what power. I won't say what processor because I learned very fast that a processor I'm not gonna say processor makes a difference because we know that, but the brand of processor, not bashing
and the capabilities.
Yeah, not bashing any brands, but the different brands that are out there, the different capabilities makes a big difference. All I'm gonna say is before I changed the power for my front doors, all I did was change the DSP, and it was night and day difference.
Right.
Like literally, all I did was unscrew one DSP and pop in another one. Just night and day difference.
It's almost equivalent to having an aftermarket setup with the stock head unit and then changing out your head unit. It's night and day.
That's right.
Yeah. I learned that myself too. A lot of people, they come to me, they say, "Oh, I want all this and all that." Well, what kind of head unit you got? I got a stock head unit. Oh, what kind of processor you got? Processor, what's that? Well, I can already tell you how this about to sound.
A lot of people don't know that your head unit makes a difference and having a DSP.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a lot of people fail to realize too, like, oh, I got a Pioneer head unit. Great. Is it 2 volt or 5 volt outputs? That makes a big difference, especially when it comes to bass.
Exactly.
2-volt and 5-volt, and that also makes a difference with your processor. Because I did learn with messing with a couple different processors, some of them don't like 5-volt output.
Yeah, that, and then some of them they don't like high voltage. I've ran into those issues. Yeah, you just got to know your system. You got to do your research before you start trying to put together a car audio build.
That's right.
I will say this, Mona. You remember that wine that I used to have?
Yeah.
That was because my processor did not like a 5-volt output.
Okay. All right. So your new one sounds good though. Since you put the new one in, it sounds good.
And from what y'all have heard in videos that I've posted, is just me messing with it, and me trying to read a damn DSP is like trying to read Chinese. So, all I'm gonna say is that the usability off the one that I've got in the car now is to where I can play around with it and it sound halfway decent. That speaks a lot for itself.
Oh yeah, look, I try to mess with just a simple PRV one, and man, I was so lost. I had to get Jay on the phone. Like, look, man, come to my truck. Like, I can't do it. I'm about to blow every speaker in my tailgate. I can't do it.
Right.
So we know you got I know you got the Flex. Not the Flex. The
I got the Flex.
You got the Flex.
What? Got the Edge.
Ford Edge.
Yeah.
Any plans for the Edge this year?
I don't know yet, man. It's still in the drawing board. It hasn't made it out the drawing board yet, so I really don't know. I got a couple bills, but man, we gonna leave that up in the air. I don't know if I'm bringing the Edge back out this year.
I mean,
I got something else in the works.
I'm just saying, you surprised the hell out of a lot of us when you pulled out that damn truck.
Man, which one? The Chevy. Oh yeah, that was something I ain't even mean to do. Like, it was. That was an accidental purchase. I ain't mean to do it.
Like, oops, I got this laying around. I got this can of fiberglass laying here. I got these stickers. Fuck it, throw the shit together.
Right.
So Damien,
I just put something together.
Are you gonna come to some of the street battles up in Richmond?
I plan on making a tour. Because I've been wanting to get into the street battle world. I've seen what y'all was doing, and at first I didn't go because I didn't understand it. But now that I'm starting to understand it, I kind of want to dip my toes into y'all's world and see what it's all about. So yeah, I definitely do plan on making a tour to some of those ones up north, and hopefully y'all can get it to the point where y'all bring them down here, so I don't have to use all that gas money.
Well, we are going to do some street battling in North Carolina.
Okay.
We've got one locked in already for the year. That's going to be at Ruckus.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to be at Team Ruckus and Chill.
Okay. You talking about the one in November?
Yeah, one in
Okay.
We got that locked in. I'm in works with 2 different places right now on trying to set up once a month battles there.
Mm-hmm.
Problem that I'm running into is, and Damien, you know just as well as I do down here in this area, is trying to find somewhere to do it where the police ain't gonna put us out.
I had a place, and it was out here towards High Point area, and that's where I was doing all of my tuning. I would go out there and nobody would bother me because it was in a industrial area, but they just started doing construction there, so I kind of lost my little spot. But yeah, like you said, it's hard to find an area out here where we can enjoy it without the police coming in and shutting it all down.
Yeah, and then the other problem too is that I'm running into is the places of these business owners that I've talked to, they're cool with it, but this is what's talking to them.
Yeah.
And they fail to realize that we're trying to keep the street battle culture that they're doing up north in like Philly and in Virginia, where they're not charging the battle. But it's looking like we're gonna have to, just because of these places want to charge a spot to rent it out. Which, and I would much, me as a competitor, I would much rather pay $20 to battle somewhere, knowing I don't have to worry about, okay, the police are gonna put us out, or we're gonna finish our battles, or we're gonna have a good time. There's not gonna be no drama. Versus just pulling up in a random parking lot and then halfway through your battle, all right, police pull up.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
It gives you that you feel comfortable, and like I said, you ain't worried about being ran off.
Right, because people that we know drive too far to be, kicked out of a place that we plan to spend maybe 5 or 6 or 7 hours there.
And like you said, I mean, like I said, they drive too far. We've already got commitments from people from New York, Philly, Richmond. Dean committed to coming up to a couple battles up here from Florida. It's kind of hard to try to do something if somebody's driving 8+ hours, and we want to
get shut down after 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Mona, Jay is actually trying to get on. I guess if you could send the link.
I'll send him the link.
Adrian will send it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it.
All right.
But yeah, that is the hard part. What we're going to end up having to do is find somebody that has a piece of private property and they don't mind. We just pay them. But that's about the only way we're going to be able to do it. Because like you said, some of these businesses in town are really greedy. And it's kind of hard to make that happen in town. So you might have to go to the outer skirts. Like
right.
Yeah.
Like I know Brad said we can get locked in Lexington, but who wants to drive to Lexington all the time?
Well, I don't even know where that is or how far that is. So
that's about 30 to 35 minutes from where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah, so, it's about 15 for me.
For us locally, it's not bad, but from them guys coming from, let's say, Richmond, I mean, it's already 4 hours here to Greensboro and then another 45 minutes out.
Yeah.
And those guys, when they come down, they usually come down Saturday and then go home Sunday night. But, another thing I want to try to do this year is I want to try to do battles on Saturdays.
What day do you usually do them on?
They usually do them on Sundays up north.
Yeah.
I want to try to do them on Saturdays. That way, when we got the out-of-towners coming, and if they get a hotel, they can get up and leave at their own, their own pleasure on Sunday versus having to turn around and drive 8 hours back. Because listen, when we went to Philly, thank God I had an uncle who lived up there and it was like, "Yo, come stay at the house. You go home Monday."
Mm-hmm.
But to think about driving from Greensboro to Mona's house to Richmond to Philly and back in one day, hell no.
We did it. I do it all
did it, but you're also 2 hours closer than I was.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
That's some commitment right there. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a hell of a commitment.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Yeah, because I know they had a show at some track out by Elizabeth City. And I went to that show that day, and then that next morning I got up and drove to New York.
Wow. Hats off to you on that one. Hats off to you.
But
I do a lot of driving.
But I wanna what's going on, Jay?
Hey,
what's up? What's going on?
I want to get a little convoy together and we all travel out to Slamology this year. We gotta go to Slamology.
It's so crazy. I wanted that to be on my tour, but I don't think I'm gonna have my SPL bill together by then. But Slamology is like in June, right?
Yeah. I want to go. I don't even care if I fly if I fly out there just to experience it.
Yeah.
Like Slamology from the videos I've seen is a whole different.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Sundown. Last year was my first time going to Sundown, man, and I no, was it last year? Yeah. I loved it, man. I loved it. I got so much inspiration out there, not only off of SPL, but even door builds. That was my first time ever hearing Rogue audio, and man, I was blown away. I was blown away.
A lot of those Florida guys run Rogue audio.
That's why, their whole little tent. I don't know the guy with the orange Honda.
Dean.
I think man,
Dean Baptiste.
Yeah, the thing was intense.
Yeah.
I turned my tailgate off.
Well, we got Jerome in here.
What's going on?
If you want to give us a quick little introduction of who you are, and I've already told him, Mr. PRV dealer. If you want to give him a little insight on that.
Oh yeah, well, for those who don't know me, I'm Jerome. I've been doing car audio it's been 2010, 2012. It's been a minute. My inspiration came from band. I've been in music my whole life, so I just took that and just put it in the cars and DJing and all the other stuff. So I've been in the car audio heavy. So, but that's a brief description as far as PRV. Everybody know they can get with me. We'll hook you up the best way we can.
Right. Okay.
And the one thing I say I like about PRV is that they give you a lot of options to put your system together the way you want to.
That's
So
true.
You got to have the musical mindset to know what you're getting.
Right.
You know, the one question that I've always had, and if we could ever get any of those companies like PRV or something like that on here, why don't they sell them in pairs?
I mean, I could try to reach out and see what they say, and then we can just go from there.
They do sell them in pairs, but it's like they sell the Neo 8s in pairs. But I think it's more so for the people who, let's say if you run a setup and you blow one speaker, you're not trying to buy, a pair of speakers. You just need that one speaker. So I think it makes it easier on your pockets to sell them individually than to sell them in pairs. That way you're not committed to having, spare speakers sitting around that you don't need.
I don't know. Adrian got spare stuff all over his house. So.
I've got 32 spare 8s in this closet back here.
Let me see them.
No.
Yeah, let's get an onload on them and see if they work. We can make a test bench.
8 of them are blown, but the rest of them work. And I'm not showing you what they are because this is going to be the brand that I pop out with it. It's going to surprise the shit out of everybody.
Yeah. And I just put a deal today for the month. What I say, 10% off anybody that orders through me or Damien for this month of February for Black History Month.
Okay.
And if you do get a build done by Damien, if you get the build and the install, then I'll throw in a free tune and a DSP.
Okay.
So anybody out there, if you get a set of doors built by me and installed by me and Jay, we'll give you a free DSP and it'll be a tune on the house.
Okay, let them know where you guys are located and how they can get in touch with you guys.
I'll let Damien.
You can get Instagram, Facebook. We located in Greensboro and Thomasville. Like I said, you can just send me a message or you can send me a text message, 336-340-3986. Like I said, just reach out, tell me what you want, or give me an idea of what you have in mind, and I can put something together for you, and we can get you loud like this.
He about more prone to answer the phone than I am.
Oh.
You got to send me a text message.
Yeah. If I don't answer the phone, I'll text you back.
This is the only thing that you guys will see that I'm going to show y'all. And Mona knows it's been sitting in my closet since May of last year.
What you got? What is that?
That's cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
That's cute.
It looks like it's something that you're going to sit on your coffee table forever because it ain't got to the car yet.
Hey,
right.
Listen, Mona.
That's a nice paperweight you got, sir.
Yeah.
It's been a paperweight since May, but come next Friday when I order this voltage regulator, it's about to go to use.
Which company did you use? I'm still debating on who I want to.
For alternator? For alternator?
Yeah.
Autotech Engineering.
Okay, I heard of them. Yeah.
I have a Singer alt in mind.
Singer, okay.
If you decide to go Autotech, let me know. I'm not an official dealer, but I've talked to the guys over at Autotech, and they've told me that they'll look out for the orders I've sent through. Yeah, I think there's about 10 cars in Greensboro running around now that I've ordered alternators for.
So I know that Cantil has a shop that I think she gets alternators too. I forgot the company.
Mm-hmm.
But you might, reach out to her and, talk to her also if you're looking for, a brand or something.
I just need good quality and good customer service. I got 3 cars that need high output alternators, so I need somebody that's going to answer the phone when I got not answer the phone, but respond when I have questions.
Exactly.
I will say
that's the biggest thing.
I will say from my personal experience with Autotech, on every single alternator that I needed, I called over there. Talked to, I can't remember the guy's name. I think the girl's name is Jessica. Talked to one of the two, and I was like, hey, look, like prime example, Lewis's car. I was like, hey, I got a box Chevy. It's got a 400 small block in it. I need an alternator. Within 20 minutes, I had an email with what alternator they suggested, which battery power to run to it, and then an invoice to go ahead and order. My alternator, I ordered it on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
They told me they didn't have any already put together. They was going to have to build it. It was like, do you want it powder coated? I was like, yes, I want it powder coated blue. So they built it, powder coated it, and then I paid for next day air because I wanted it ASAP, which I thought I was going to put it in back then, but I didn't. But I ordered it Thursday. The alternator was sitting at my job on Wednesday, the following Wednesday.
Oh, wow. And that was from being built, powder coated, and everything.
For them to build it, powder coated, and ship it from California.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I about to say Damien gonna chew my head off for this one, but I run with JS. That's it.
All right, yeah, I'm out.
He's like,
So-
I gotta go.
So real quick,
got
not,
to
not
go.
like I said, this podcast isn't meant to bash any brands or anything, but what I will say is JS, I contacted them for an alternator. First off, it took them a month and a half to respond with a quote.
Mm.
Second off, for the exact same amperes that I have sitting here is a 270 large case. To powder coat it and ship it to my door the same way I had it done through them was $300 more.
Wow.
So my alternator cost me $440.
So that was damn near a whole nother alternator you could have had.
Right. So
Exactly.
they wanted $7 and some change. And then they were talking about a 3-month build time.
Ooh.
So I mean, I get it. You're a big company. You know, you got to supply to a bunch of other people, and you have other companies that order in bulk. I'm just a small guy, but on the flip side, the small people is what help keeps your door open.
It sounds like if
I need a company that's going to look out for the big guys and the small guys. Don't forget about the small guys. Like you said,
Exactly.
we help. We help promote.
it's like I need to get Chevys. That's it.
It's like you need to get what?
A Chevy.
I ain't had not one issue.
But you know what though? You know what's crazy is I had a lot of people say that to me when I was looking for an alternator, but these Mopars is really starting to take over in the audio world too. Because you go to these audio shows, you see a lot of Mopars now. I mean, don't get me wrong, you still got a lot of Chevys because they're easier to get parts for.
I'm gonna say Tahoe has to be when you think of big systems and putting a lot into one vehicle. I think Tahoe has to be the go-to. It has to be one of the go-tos. But like you said, Mopar is making its way out there. It's a couple big names out there that I've heard, and some of them have Mopars.
Oh yeah. Hey Mona.
Yeah.
Can you take over for a quick second? I gotta pull this food out the oven.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
But Mona,
No.
I'm gonna say this now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm coming for the middleweight and the heavyweight. Trophy.
Middle and heavyweight.
Yeah, 2 different bills.
Okay. All right. So you going SPL or you going sound quality?
Sound quality. I don't deal too much with SPL like that.
Okay. All right.
So what are the different categories? This is one thing I'm ignorant of. What's the different categories of street battle?
Well, they have featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, and extreme.
Okay.
So
And what's the difference in them? How do you get to the different classes? Like, is it by cone area for just the speakers, or is it the speakers and the subs?
Cone area. If your subs, your door speakers, they don't count tweeters, they don't count horns. So whatever your cone area adds up to, we have a chart. Let me see if I have a chart. Let me see.
I think I have the chart that you posted. You posted it before. I think I have the chart. Yeah. Yep.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever your stuff adds up to, that's what you can determine what group you're in. Is 0 to 500 is featherweight. 501 to what is it, Adrian? 1000 is lightweight. 1001 up to 2000. So on and so forth.
All right.
Hey Jay, are you middleweight or lightweight with the Camaro?
Middleweight.
See, I think we're gonna be in the same class. Hey, don't try to handicap my build so you can beat me.
That's fine.
Hey, but
I will say we got an extreme build coming out. That's all I'll say.
Damien and Jerome wanted to see a quick leak. That's
cute.
I'll just put that away.
And look, that's cute.
Hey, it is cute, isn't it? That's cute.
He said that's cute.
What's it, a tweeter?
It's a horn.
Oh wow.
That's why I said that's cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
Hey, but these are the same horns Dean runs in that Honda.
Okay. I think I got an idea what they are.
That's that little tiny thing, right, Adrian, that you showed me before? Yeah.
So Damien, you remember how small the holes is for the tweeters in the doors you built for me, right?
Yeah.
They fit right in the tweeter hole.
Oh wow.
Yep.
How tall is that? It look like it's about like 5 inches.
Hold on, let me hold my phone up next to it. You know the iPhone 14 Pro is 6 inches, so about 4 inches.
Yeah, okay.
He don't know he got.
You said what?
Man, don't try to play me.
He don't know he got an Android.
and listen, if y'all want to buy me an iPhone, I'll convert. But until then, I'm gonna stay with my Android.
Right. That's right.
But
so now you guys are if you're coming over to the street battle side, you guys got your tuning and stuff. Who does your tuning? Do you do it, Damien?
No, wrong.
Rome. Rome does the tuning.
Hey, Mona.
Yeah.
Around here.
I'm gonna tell you this. I listened to Jay's car the other night.
Mm-hmm.
If we got any Virginia boys that's in middleweight car, let's be specific.
Middleweight car. Right.
They got some shit on their hands.
That Camaro beast.
Okay. Now you know
I gave him a few pointers, a few tips.
Yeah, but you know we don't go for it loud. We go
for
clarity.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm aiming for.
I gave him a few tips, and if he take them tips, it's gonna be some issues in that middleweight class.
The Camaro at home on the charge right now. I'm waiting on Damien.
but what's it called?
Yeah.
What's it called? I know. Trying to think of some middleweight cars that's up there.
I got a middleweight car sitting outside. That's it's gonna be pretty heavy. He from up north too.
Okay.
I don't know if Kevin Lamar in this chat, but I gotta get a rematch with him. I ain't let that one go yet. Yeah, I ain't let that one go yet.
Kevin's my boy, but
I know.
You
that's
let
easy
Kevin
walking
beat
apart.
you?
Huh?
You let Kevin beat you, Jerome?
Yeah, at my own show.
It was close though. It was close, but it was a song choice too.
Yeah, song choice means a lot.
Yeah.
That and he had, he had bass in me. It's all good. I fixed that problem though.
Heavyweight trucks. I don't know. Do we have any heavyweight trucks down here? Damien, are you gonna put the Avalanche in heavyweight?
It might. It's gonna. By the time I'm done, it's probably gonna be heavyweight. I'm not skipping. I ain't skipping leg day on the Avalanche. So it's
Right.
it's probably gonna end up being a heavyweight by the time I'm done with it.
Okay.
If let's just put it this way. You remember how Mike Dwayne's truck sound, right?
Who?
I was Mona knows what about Mike Dwayne.
I know.
If he didn't have a wall, that Camaro is right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Okay.
I was trying to give it a little bit of perspective. Like I said, for all the Virginia folks that's watching, not saying y'all ain't no easy walk in the park, because y'all got some hitters up there, but I just want to make it known that you see these three people right here, me, Damien, and Jerome. We got a nice little camp coming up to Virginia to battle.
See, this is a glass of tea right here. That's about all. That's all I'm gonna get.
Look, don't let me go to VA with that hunch punch. I might yeah.
All knobs to the left or to the right.
Yeah. So when is the Richmond show? When is it?
March 12th.
March. Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Sounds like somebody get in that shop and get the fiberglass.
Hey man, listen. This weather need to clear, man. I can't fiberglass anything when it's this cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they have the Virginia battlers, they have a belt that they put up.
Have they decided they're gonna let us take the belts home if we win?
But you got to be ready to come back to battle for the next show. That's the thing.
As long as I got a 1 to 2 week advance notice, I could put in for my time off.
Yeah, I need a belt this time. You know what I'm saying? I got a cup last time I won.
Hey.
I still got,
Did they at least fill it up for you, Jay?
huh?
Did they at least fill the cup up for you with something good?
No, I didn't.
You still
I still got.
I didn't, but you know what? That's the best cup you could ever ask for. That thing holds some cold water and some hot stuff it holds the cold stuff for 24 hours.
I got it on my trophy rack.
See? He ain't even using it. He got it.
But I seen Dorian said something earlier about cash prizes to, I guess, cover gas for the out of towners.
Got no electricity.
If I can get everybody to agree to pay the battle, and whatever we make off the battles at least covers the rent for the lot, then yeah, I'll be more than welcome to do a cash prize for, first place in these different categories.
Mm-hmm.
Make it work well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know me and myself, I get tired of seeing the same cars in the same area. So I like to go around and venture. I mean, you see different things. Like when I went to Indiana last year, 2 years ago, I seen so much stuff. And I seen one person running Def Bonds, and I about shit a brick.
Only one person?
Everybody else was running PRV, Timpano.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on them.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm just saying, y'all know, me and Jay and Damien have known each other for what, 10 plus years now?
Yeah.
Have I or have I not always been the one to step outside the box?
Yeah, you've been a guinea pig for a lot of different companies.
Ain't that the truth?
You're more willing to sell your shit faster than anybody else.
Ain't that the truth? Filled up in a heartbeat.
But you know what though? That's changed this year because now that I've found
love,
he found the sweet spot.
Now that I found the sweet spot, only time a speaker coming out the door or out of a box is if it gets blown.
See, we gotta stop you from blowing stuff. I
blow some shit.
I think I've only blown. I don't even think I blew that many speakers. I ran one over yesterday, but
I've blown more dust caps off of speakers than I've actually blown speakers.
So, as far as door speakers go, I've only blown 6. And
don't forget the trunk lid.
10. So the trunk, all right. The doors is when I went to Ruckus last year, and I did that shit on purpose. Mona will tell you, I called her all my way to Ruckus. I said, hey, I got this motherfucker sounding good, and I'm gonna go out there and blow some shit on purpose. I've been running them same speakers for 2 years. It's time for them for something to happen.
I haven't blown any of mine yet.
I haven't blown any door speakers.
None.
But
not
then
even
again,
my subs.
Then again, look at who I was parked next to.
Who you parked
I'm
next
parked next to fucking Dennis.
to?
What the hell am I gonna do with 2 doors to his 4 doors? Like, I mean, my 8.
Go to the other side of the parking lot.
Yeah. Where nobody's at.
Yeah.
But the trunk lid. What happened with the trunk lid?
The bank is freezing.
I forgot what happened. Oh, I blew. When I dropped. I was putting the trunk pod back up, and then it fell. When it fell, I guess one of the speakers came unplugged, and it threw the ohm load off. So I had 3,500 watts going to 3 speakers.
Yikes!
And just ride them all
to the moon.
Fried
you know what? You know what though? I blew them speakers at Ruckus. I came home that night and ordered 6 more.
I guess my thing with like installing and tuning, like Damien can attest to this too. I use it in the DJing realm as well. I always try to stay with the RMS. That's like my favorite number out of everything. Because if everything is playing comfortable, everything plays smoothly, and you got to worry about blowing that.
Exactly.
I lean more towards program.
Here we go.
If the RMS is 350, I feel comfortable going 7. I mean, I've never blown a speaker, so I think it's all in the tune. It's all in the tune. You can put more power to stuff, but you gotta just learn how to dial it back on the tune. And like I said, that's why I don't even. I put the power to it. Jay, do your thing on it. I know you can make it happen. So.
I tell everybody, if your amp has a clip light, watch that clip light.
Right.
And I will say, that's part of the perks about having me and Damien work together on it, because like we bump heads a lot when it comes to like some of these builds, but like we'll make sure you get the good quality sound and equipment that you want, and you get what you need out of it without stuff up.
So do you guys build boxes too?
He just started. I can't build nothing.
I build boxes. I build enclosure. I don't do bigger like 415 type enclosures just yet. I don't feel comfortable enough to do it.
Right.
But I have built a couple subwoofer boxes.
Okay.
So that's something that's an avenue that I'm starting to explore.
Okay. All right now. Well, that's
I will say that one you built for Keon's Camaro sounded pretty good at that show in Virginia.
I have yet to hear it, but he said it sounded really good.
Ooh.
Keon.
The box you built for Keon's
Keon, I'm waiting for him too.
What?
I'm waiting on Keon too. I need my rematch.
Oh, man. he's doing his call outs now.
Yeah.
Hey, the Camaro going on tour this year, and the Impala.
We need to start tagging people in this video. No, don't do that.
I got time tonight.
Oh, he ready for anybody.
Nah, but I try to bring out the life in it, man. The car audio scene been quiet here lately, so. But I think a lot of what the problem is here is a lot of people lose the mindset of quality, and they just want to be loud. So that's one of the biggest things around here too.
Yeah, because see, we do different things than you guys do. You know, everybody they talks about these jam sessions, and we don't do jam sessions. I don't even pull my car up for no stuff like that. You know, it's hard to hear two people playing at one time. It's difficult.
Yeah.
You know, and you're playing at that 100 volume when you should only be playing at 46 or 47 or whatever, you know, so your stuff will sound good.
Hey, I don't know if I told you this, but at that homecoming car show we had, Jay's Camaro beat out CVB Maybach.
Oh yeah.
Word. Okay, player.
Hey. And that was with the old setup. That ain't the new one.
Okay, player. That's all right.
I can't tell you what's in the new one, but I mean it's PRV. Don't worry, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you're a strict PRV man.
I gotta be, man. They done showed me so much love at PRV. I mean, they piss me off a lot, but they take care of me when it comes down to it.
Well, that's awesome. That's how it's supposed to be. That's awesome.
Now,
the good thing, like what Jake said, one of the benefits of running PRV is you can go to a show and it'll be 10 people with PRV builds, but the likelihood that somebody's going to have the exact same setup as you is slim to none. I mean, it's so diverse.
Right.
Yeah, you can build the setup exactly to your likings, to what your vehicle, what you're trying to accomplish with your vehicle. So that's the reason why I love PRV.
Right.
It's yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you guys this. So now when you guys are doing the doors and stuff, do you prefer that they bring the vehicle to you? Do you need to do measuring or anything? Because you know all speakers aren't the same as far as the depth wise in these doors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys prefer that they bring them to you guys rather than just ship you door panels, and then when they get them back they'd be like, my speakers, I can't even put my door pods back on or the panels back on because the speakers are, you know, not all speakers are different, you know.
Right.
So
I prefer to have the vehicle, but then again, I can't have 10 vehicles at my house. So what I do is, if it's a vehicle that I've done before, what I do is I ask them for what kind of speaker they have, how many they're running, what kind of vehicle, and then I usually, if I can't have the vehicle here while I'm building the panels, then I want to be the one that takes the door panels off. Okay. Unless, like I said, it's a vehicle that I've done before where I already got my measurements. I know how much clearance I have from the door to the seat. But if it's a vehicle that I've never done, and I'm not going to have the vehicle, then I want to be the one taking the door panels off, so I can get my measurements. And then I also want one of each speaker, so that way there's no mistaking.
Right.
I make sure everything's going to fit right, because, like I said, when you're spending that much money on something custom made, you want it done right the first time. You're not trying to send your stuff back and forth.
Right.
You don't want to have all these different mishaps. So that's
So do you guys give warranties on your work?
I give warranties on my build and I give warranty on the wrap. So it's a warranty on the build itself. So if anything happens to it, I will replace it, no cost to you. If it's something that happens to the build that, let's say if you are putting your door panel on and you drop the door panel and it cracks.
Oh, that's
not. Yeah, that's your fault. But what I do is I still offer to fix it. You'll just have to pay for the materials.
Exactly.
That's something that I do. So I'll still fix it because, like I said, it is my work and it does represent me. So I will still fix it, but you're gonna have to pay for the materials.
Okay.
Now,
But
the thing with the speakers, now speakers with PRV, they're real finicky about their warranties. I'm not gonna lie about that. Mm-hmm. But most times, if it's something, if I tuned it and we installed it, and most times if it blow and it's something that, you know what I'm saying, that came from a tune or how can I say it, a tune or
install.
Yeah, normally we'll go ahead and recone it for you. We'll take the hit for it. Okay. But if it's negligence, I can't do nothing with negligence.
Right. Makes sense.
Right. If we do an install and we tell you don't turn it past 25 and you go to a show and turn it to 38 and fry your speakers, that's on you, Playboy.
That's on you. That's user error.
Yeah, that's on you, Playboy.
Exactly. Now, how long does it normally take you guys to build a set of doors for someone?
Something simple, like let's say if you just had 2 doors, you wanted, a few speakers per door. Mm-hmm. Realistically, it takes me about 2.5 weeks. Okay. That all depends on the weather and what other stuff I'm working on. Mm-hmm. If it's a bigger project, let's say if you have 4 doors, let's say if you want to get all 4 doors done, it's closer to a month.
Okay, takes a month. Now, what does your price range start at?
My half doors, which is anything below the armrest, starts at $750 for 2 doors. Mm-hmm. And then if you get something above the armrest, it usually starts at around $1,100 for 2 doors.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, the price of materials is through the roof right now.
Yeah, isn't it? The wood and everything.
The fiberglass resin,
that's
expensive.
Yeah.
I think I talked to Dylan the other day about doing another build for me, and the price he hit me with was about having me had a heart attack. But I understand where they're coming from.
Materials are getting up there. The quality of work is up there too. So, like I said, yesterday's price is not today's price. So stuff that I was doing, 6 months ago, my work is way better now.
Right.
So, like I said, people try to compare that. I'm like, you're getting better quality work. You're getting better quality materials. Mm-hmm. So like I said, you're getting what you pay for.
Exactly. Okay.
Well, don't say yesterday's price ain't today's price, because what I pay for them front doors now and probably what because I think I paid $400 for them front doors 3 years ago.
No, I think I hit you at 6. I think I hit you at 6 with the grooves.
It might have been 6, but still.
6 with the grooves.
Now, do you guys
redo the front doors now? It's probably gonna be about 12.
Nah, I ain't gonna hit you that hard. I look out for returning customers. I do say that people continuously shop with me and they show me loyalty. I show them love on the price.
Right. That's plus. That's a plus. Now, do you guys do like color matching? If they wanted you to fiberglass their doors to a certain color, do you guys do that?
I have a plethora of vinyls that I use. I mean, I do all different colors. I do all different textures. I do all different finishes. I offer different grill meshes, LEDs, different grill. And then when it comes to my door panels, something I pride myself on is being very, very unique. It's very rare that you will go and see 5 of my projects and none of them will have the same design unless they come to me and they say, I seen this build that you did and I want my stuff to look exactly like that. Otherwise, almost every build that I do is very unique.
Okay, so you guys do basically vinyl then.
Vinyl.
We can get it painted but that's gonna require outside source, and that's separate pricing.
Okay.
Yeah. But a lot of people they will have it finished in vinyl. I have had some builds done and I finished them in bed liner. I have had builds done where I primered them and they took them to a paint shop and they sprayed them. So it all depends on what the customer wants and like I said, what fits their build the best.
Okay. Makes sense.
And one thing I interject on that too is like with customers, like one thing I can stress to like people that's listening on that's like primary customers, like that might be future customers, is like patience is key when it comes to like these big bills and extreme bills, because it takes a lot to get a car to do something it's not supposed to do.
Right.
So sometimes stuff might go wrong. It might go perfect. You just never know. So I just try to encourage patience from customers.
Okay.
And then it'll be people that let's say they come to me and they have a Honda Accord and they want 310s in the front doors. Well, you weigh 280 pounds, so you ain't a small dude. So you want 310s in the doors. You know, it's a Honda, so it's close to the seat. It takes a lot of creativity and a lot of thought to go into these builds. It's not something where I could just take materials and throw them together. It takes a lot of thought to make these builds happen. So like you said, patience is key. And you know, like I said, I can damn near build anything. Like I said, all thing I need is an idea and a little bit of patience, and I can make any build happen.
Okay. All
Damien,
right.
you got any finished product around that you can show off?
I got something outside in the shop. If anybody wants to see, I can load my page up with them once we finish with this live stream. As you can see, my name is Damien Turnage. Just follow me. Damien's Cartoons is my business page. I'll be flooding my page here shortly so people can see some work if they're interested in getting something done.
Okay, that's a plus. So now tell us again where you located and how to get in touch with you.
Thomasville, North Carolina, Greensboro area. You can get in touch with me. Like I said, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, Damien Turnage on Facebook, Damien's Cartoons on IG, or you can send me a text message, 336-340-3986. And like I said, just send me some pictures, or like I said, if you see something that you're interested in getting, send me some pictures so I can get an idea. And then, like I said, we can go from there.
Okay, now let me jump back to the PRV stuff. So, Rome, if people wanted to order amps from you, the PRV amps, can they get them through you too?
Yes, I can order anything, amps, speakers, whatever PRV offers on the website that you see that you might want. Just anybody can inbox me or get in touch with Damien. We'll put the order together. Like I said, most times I try to tell people be descriptive about what you want, because PRV has so many options. It's kind of hard for me to decipher what you want.
Do your research.
Yeah, exactly. I've literally had somebody say, "Hey, I want to get some PRV 10s. What's the best you can do for me?" I'm like, "What's your price range?" I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, man, you got to give me something to work with, because I can go from a $45 speaker to a $300 speaker real easy.
Exactly. You have the low quality, and then you have the expert and all that good stuff, the pro stuff. So yeah, that makes sense. They need to let you know what they want, what they're looking for, what they want their cars to sound like.
How much power they put into their speakers.
Exactly.
All that, yeah.
Okay. So they can get in touch with you on your Facebook page and Instagram, both the same names?
Yep.
Okay.
Damien's Cartoons, Facebook.
All right, guys. Y'all heard it right there. So is there anything else you want to share with us?
That's about it. Like I said, once we finish with this, I'm gonna flood my page. So like I said, if anybody wants to see what type of work I do, I definitely don't mind showing you. If you want something done, but you don't really know what you want done, me and Jay can collaborate and put you together a package deal. And like I said, he is running a special right now. If you order any PRV equipment through him or me, you get it at how much off, Jay?
10% off.
10% off. And if you get a build done from me and it's installed by us, we'll give you a free PRV 8-channel DSP and a free tune on the house. And those tunes are on kill.
Let me clarify this, because I know I've actually had this happen before. That's 10% off the total price, not 10% off each product.
Right. Okay. Off the total price. Okay. The final price. Makes sense, because some people, they were like, wait, you said I can get 10% off this and this and this and this. No.
See, I need 10 items, 10 separate orders, 10 separate 10%. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Well, people would try to get you to that.
I'll leave you on red if you send me that.
Be like, I don't know what you talking about.
Right.
Right. All right, guys. It was good talking to you guys, and we will be bringing you guys back.
Okay, most definitely. Thank you for having us. It was a pleasure.
Not a
Yeah,
problem.
especially once we get the street battle season going, and if you guys compete, we'll definitely have our competitors on to talk about their experience and ask questions on ways to improve if they have any, that kind of ordeal. But like Damien said earlier, we just waiting on this weather to break.
Okay. And then Mona, if you could inbox me that chart because I want to make sure I'm in my right class because I seen Dorian ask some questions. I got a Chevy for you, Dorian. No, I'm messing.
All right now.
And I seen his build. I don't want no smoke. I don't want any smoke. I do it for
I don't want no smoke.
He gonna be in the featherweight class. Don't worry about
it. Right.
Well, hey, somebody's got to take the featherweight class, and so I done stepped up.
We have a question here, guys.
Okay.
From Dorian.
Yeah, all of them fit the Timpano 2-inch wave guide. That's what I Which one? I think it's the.
Don't give them the sauce now. Just simple. It works.
No, yeah. Okay, all right, yeah.
Dorian, they said it works, Dorian.
It works.
Like that.
But I think he was more so asking, does PRV offer a phenolic driver that'll fit the 2-inch horn?
Yeah, as long as it still has the same 4 bolts, it'll fit. Almost any of the 2-inch wave guides through PRV fit the Timpano. The PRV drivers fit the Timpano wave guides.
Yeah, but he's starting to give away techniques now.
Hey, my bad.
Myself is does PRV or Timpano offer an 8-inch wave guide, like an 8-inch cone?
As of right now, that I know of, no.
An 8-inch, the outer diameter.
I don't know. They have an 8-inch. I'll double check and I'll get back with you with a better answer.
Yeah,
because I've got some. Believe it or not, I'm getting ready to put my hands on some PRV horns. And I need the 8-inch cone because it's going to be replacing a speaker that's in the back door.
I mean, I can look it up for you when we get finished with this, and I'll give you a more clarified answer. That one thing I will say, if I don't have the answer right away, I'll get the answer and I'll get back with anybody.
That'll work. That's how you do it. That's good customer service right there.
Yeah, because I don't want to tell nobody a lie.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right, guys. It was good talking to y'all, and we try to keep it under an hour so that I can post this up again. I will share this video tomorrow again for the people that missed it. So I will share this interview with you guys tomorrow about 1:00.
Okay.
All right, guys. It was nice.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, guys. All right. Bye, guys.